Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading for how to heal your throat chakra. So your throat chakra is the chakra center that is located in your throat. Its color is described as like a blue color, like the color of the ocean or perhaps the sky. So like a true blue color. Now your throat chakra is the center where you are able to speak your truth in love, where you're able to communicate clearly. If your throat chakra is blocked, you might find yourself saying words that are not in alignment with how you feel. For instance, like negative self-talk or speaking negatively about your situation. Complaining is definitely something we do a lot when our throat chakra is blocked. Complaining about our circumstances, complaining about what's wrong to people. This is different than expressing your feelings or your opinions or like speaking to a trusted friend or therapist or something. It's okay to speak your truth and to talk about the things you don't like, the things that are wrong in your life, and even to complain a little bit. But constant complaining, constant kind of seeing everything around you as the glass half full, gossiping, judging, being negatively opinioned about everything or about others. These are some ways to know your throat chakra is blocked. And personally, my throat chakra has been blocked before. In the past, I used to gossip a lot. I used to judge people. I used to say things about me that weren't true, that like were mean about myself. And so your beliefs and your subconscious like opinions you have about yourself and about your world and the others and the thoughts in your head actually have a lot to do with your chakra, your throat chakra as well. So how do we begin to heal this energy center, and what does a healed throat chakra look like? Well, when your throat chakra is doing well and this energy center is healed, you will speak kind words. You will want to empower other people and lift them up. The words that you say will have meaning. You don't have to speak super eloquently. You can speak simply. You can speak to the point. You're able to express yourself without fear. When your throat chakra is unblocked, you can speak your truth. You can really know yourself well to be able to describe to others how you're feeling. Now, this doesn't mean that you're not going to stutter. I literally just did. It doesn't mean that you're not like ever going to say something that's negative or bad. Like, it's not about like being a doormat and always everything's positive and everything's great and nothing's wrong with the world. There's some people who have that unblocked throat chakra, but part of their purpose is to like reveal justice, or in order to speak about certain issues like the climate issues or what's going on in the government or politics. Some people, like their job or their purpose or what they're passionate about is telling and spreading to people like awareness. So I don't want you guys to think that an unblocked throat chakra is always everything's great and I'm always nice and kind and happy and nothing's wrong. It's about being authentic. I think authenticity has a lot to do with an unblocked throat chakra, feeling like you can be authentic and like the words that you speak are in alignment. Word is bond, you guys. Words are almost like spells. You can speak what you want into your life. And so words are very powerful. Your voice is very powerful. And so don't forget that. This is a very important chakra center. And what we're going to look at today is just see for you and in your specific situation, how you can better understand how to heal your throat chakra. So ironically, I'm doing this reading after I had a little bit of cold, so I might be clearing my throat a little bit, but that's okay. I'm kind of laughing at the irony of this. My throat chakra is literally getting unblocked right now from being sick. So I want you guys to go ahead and pick a number. Number 1, number 2, or number 3 to get your message. If you choose number 1, head to the comments below where my subscribers post the timestamps for me. Thank you guys for your help with that. And yeah, let's get started. If you choose number 1, we're gonna go for it. If you choose the rest of them, head to the comments below. So number 1, how can you heal and unblock your throat chakra? There's definitely a message about meditating on the color blue, like spending some time sky gazing and looking up at the sky, or maybe looking at a body of water like a lake or a river or an ocean. When you see the sky or something as vast as the ocean, it really connects you to that deeper part of yourself, that part of yourself that is one with the universe or one with the planet, one with the energies. And so just spending some time looking and pondering at the ocean or laying on your back and looking up at the sky can help to develop more serenity in your life. Looking at when you're expressing yourself to others, are you expressing peace or are you expressing chaos? I feel like there's a lot of frustration around you right now in your life, and you really long to be understood by others. And so you want to express your frustrations. You want people to listen to you. You want to be heard. And so I feel like that's where the blockage is coming from, is maybe a time in your past where you weren't listened to, where you weren't heard or you weren't understood. When you realize that what you really need is to be understood by yourself, when you realize that you need to hear yourself, that's really powerful. That keeps you from going out in the world and needing to explain things or needing to constantly tell your story or tell what happened or tell the drama of the day to people. So this is about creating a positive outlet for you. Like a journal where you can write down your thoughts would be really helpful for you to unblock your throat chakra, because that way you have a place, like a safe space to express what's going on and the chaos and the drama and everything. Therapy could also help. Professional counseling. Go to psychologytoday.com to find a licensed therapist, counselor in your area. That could help you have a place to be able to speak about some of these things that have happened in your life that have kind of caused this chaos or suffering or frustration. And when you create an outlet for that, an outlet for your voice, where you don't have to feel judged and you can just speak freely and you can say what's on your mind in your journal or to a therapist or someone you trust, it's very helpful because you have a place you can get that out. And then in the rest of your life and the rest of your time, you can feel like you can be present. This is the Serenity card, talking about the need to be present and to use your voice to create that presence. Okay? I feel like your job, your purpose, your destiny actually has a lot to do with your throat chakra and your voice. You might be in an industry or a career that requires you to sing or requires you to speak or requires you to teach or requires you to be on the phone talking to people or whatever. So I feel like unblocking the throat chakra could actually help you a lot. This is also about judgment. Asking yourself, every time you speak, is that a judgment? Is that a positive judgment? Is that a negative judgment? Just kind of being the witness and paying attention more to what's coming out of your mouth. Now, you might be in a situation where you're required to judge. Let's say you're literally a judge, or you're a lawyer, or you're in a job where you have to make judgments. There are jobs like that, like a food critic or something like that. Or maybe you're a journalist and you're writing about if this is a good movie to watch or not. So there's a way for you to still be eloquent and to be able to judge, but to do it with kindness and to do it with dignity. So ask yourself, is this necessary when you speak out loud? And sometimes the judgments that we make are because we feel insecure. Sometimes when we complain about stuff, it's because we feel insecure. Let's say you're out in public and you're walking around and your friends with you, and like you just feel awkward or like you're nervous or something. Maybe you have some anxiety, and maybe you start complaining. It's too cold, or it's too loud, or I don't like this, or look what that person's wearing, or like, did you see that guy, or did you overhear that conversation? Like, sometimes our minds try to find things to pick at, when the truth is, like, we need to check into our body and we need to ask ourselves, how do I feel? So a lot of the messages for you about unblocking your throat chakra are about going within and asking yourself, how do I feel? Like taking a deep breath, relaxing your shoulders, and being the witness more. Sometimes it's not always necessary to speak your judgment or to speak your complaint. Ask yourself, is this necessary, before you speak? This is actually a really beautiful message. And look at, this is like the throat chakra. This is like your throat opening up, and it has that beautiful blue color in the middle. I feel like some of the stuff I've already said, you've probably already been intuitively working on that. And the Four of Wands is saying that there's a really big harvest coming into your life regarding this opening of your throat chakra. And so this is telling you maybe it's time to celebrate or to party, or like there's some kind of event coming up. It could be like a graduation, or like some type of award ceremony, or some type of wedding, or like baby shower, something you're going to. And this is an opportunity for you to be able to speak, or to be kind, or to use the power of your words to uplift and heal others. So this is just about being intentional about how you direct this energy coming from your throat chakra. I also feel like you've been going through a bit of a spiritual awakening. Your energy has been expanding, and all of a sudden you have this hyper awareness of your thoughts, of your words, of your actions. So you're kind of feeling a little paranoid, because you're like, I keep finding myself going back in these old habits, or saying things that I know aren't my truth. And that's okay. It's, be the witness. And when you notice that you're going back in those old habits, or you're saying something that's not in alignment, or you're judging, or you're thinking something that just doesn't feel right for you, remember, body awareness is going to be the thing that helps you open your throat chakra and heal this even more. Just tapping into your body, asking yourself how you feel, and creating healthy outlets for you to express yourself. The throat chakra has a lot to do with self-expression. So when you create outlets for you to express all of your emotions in healthy ways, this can help you balance your energy, so that when you're walking around and you're speaking and you're directing your energy through your voice and through your words, it's more in alignment with your truth. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you later. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 2, what are some tips for you to help you open your throat chakra more, and to be able to heal your throat chakra? I think it's so funny that we get this openness, this openness card here. I feel like for you, you are a very kind, sensitive, empath type of person. And you naturally are very kind, and the energy that you direct outwards is very sweet and very uplifting. But I feel like inside your head, you are like your own biggest bully. We always tend, to be our own toughest critic. It's something we have to work on. So I see this transformation happening where it's more about taking the energy that you're pushing through the throat chakra and bringing it back to yourself. Like all the kind words, all the uplifting comments that you give to others, bringing that back to yourself. I feel like you think very highly of others, but when it comes to yourself, you put yourself down. And I've done that before. I think I do that sometimes, you guys. I know how it feels. This is saying now is the time to empower yourself. I think affirmations are going to be something that will really help you improve this throat chakra energy, so you can speak your truth and you can command your world more seamlessly. So look into affirmations saying, I am powerful, I am strong. I am beautiful. I am wealthy. I am abundant. I am peaceful. I am kind. I am wise. Sometimes when you do affirmations, it can make you feel kind of silly or like you're having a midlife crisis or something. But a lot of people do them. Don't knock it till you try it. I highly suggest Jason Stevenson's channel here on YouTube for affirmations. I'm going to be making you guys some affirmation videos pretty soon. I actually just got some new recording equipment, which I'm really excited for. But for now, I'm going to send you over to Jason Stevenson's channel. I really support him. I love his work, and it's changed my life. I would suggest starting off with his I am beautiful affirmations, and then he has another one that's called wealth, health, and happiness. And then he has another one that's called confidence. I would try those 3 videos out and listen to them in the morning when you're getting ready or when you're doing like chores around your house. I feel like those affirmations will really help you. I know that they helped me. Like, I like to do affirmations while I'm stretching or doing yoga sometimes as well. So I feel like for you, it's just about empowering yourself. You have a lot of energy going outwards to empower others, but it's turning it back to yourself. And this will transform you. Word is bond. Did you ever hear about that study? I forgot what the doctor's name was, but he had this study where he studied water crystals, and he like would take this water and he would speak to it over and over and say like, you know, I hate you, you're ugly, blah blah blah, say horrible things to it basically, and the water crystals would form in this really strange kind of sad looking way. Then he would take this other water sample and he would say, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're kind, over and over to it. And that water crystal would expand and look beautiful and flourish. So think about it. Our bodies are made mostly of water. Like, sound is a frequency, sound is a vibration, sound is an energy. If you say out loud positive beliefs about yourself and your body and your energy centers, take that in, it can be transformative for you. And look, this is talking about water. That's so interesting. I feel like belief in your dreams is also going to help you. You're in a place right now in your life where you're really focusing on your responsibilities, and you feel like maybe you've gotten off the path a little bit, or there's like a bunch of steps you got to take before you can really reach this peak here, but you're on your way to your dreams. I think this is about being kinder to yourself and maybe even affirming like, I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm taking the right steps I need to take in order to build my future. So I also feel like being vulnerable and opening up with people around you can help as well. Sometimes expressing your needs can help. Like, I feel like you do a lot and you could use help. You're always helping others, but there's not a lot of help coming in. So express your needs to others. That's something else that can help with your throat chakra. This is about a blockage, being at a stalemate, being like you can't see a way forward. I think that these affirmations can help you. You can also try, some people said this works, I've tried it, it's interesting, where you pour a cup of water and you take a deep breath and place your hands around it and you put intentions into the water. Like, you know, intention that the water will heal you for the day or will nourish your body, or that, you know, put in the energy of I am beautiful or I am smart or I am kind into the water, and then drink it, take it into yourself as like a meditation or a ritual, or even a little bit of Reiki can help. So I hope that this resonates with you. Overall, this is just for you empowering yourself. Your throat chakra is not looking too bad based on these cards. It's more just about everything you're putting out, giving it back to yourself. So self-care, meeting your needs. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you later. So for those of you guys who choose number 3, how can you open your throat chakra? How can you heal your throat chakra? Let's see what the cards have to say for you. So this is really standing out to me, forgiveness. Sometimes when we're harboring unforgiveness towards an individual or towards a group of people or even towards ourselves, This can block our throat chakra because when we speak or when we think or when we give energy, that's still something that's latched onto our back. It's like a filter or a perception that we're filtering everything through. And so this is about taking away this filter of unforgiveness and like putting that new filter of love through. Forgiveness does not mean that it's okay whatever somebody said or did to you. It doesn't mean that you allow it to continue happening or that you keep putting yourself in this situation to get hurt. It doesn't mean that it never happened. It doesn't mean that it doesn't affect you, but it means that you detox your energy from this. It means you no longer carry it around with you. You don't take on the burden of it. You give it back to the universe and you say, this isn't mine. This isn't mine to carry anymore. So a simple ritual you can do is just lie down and imagine this person or situation that you're harboring unforgiveness towards in front of you, and imagine speaking your truth. So in your mind, you're speaking to this person and you're speaking how you feel and you're saying how they hurt you, or you're saying like all the things you're mad at. It's okay to get angry. It's okay to go off on them in your mind's eye. Remember, we're not going to go out and confront this person. Probably won't take it. And you're going to say in your mind, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you. I am free and you are free, and you imagine yourself cutting the energetic cord that's between you and them. So meditations or visualizations where you're doing cord cutting could really help you. If that isn't really your style, you can try writing a letter where you direct it to this person. Do not send the letter, which will probably create more drama. Let's say somebody abused you, or, maybe you broke up with somebody and it was just a bad breakup, or you're still upset at them, or maybe it's a parent or something that treated you less than kind or less than loving. You write a letter exactly how you say, exactly like how you feel, what everything you want to say. And then you can take the letter and you can rip it up and throw it away, or you can, hopefully it's sustainable, recyclable paper, or you can burn the letter. And so this is like you releasing that energy to the universe. Sometimes when I'm feeling lazy, but I know I need to do this exercise, I'll just write a note on my phone and then I'll delete it after I'm done. So, this is a really good way for you to be able to cut those cords, visualize yourself speaking your truth. Sometimes your throat chakra can be blocked because you feel like you've been silenced. You feel like somebody did something or something happened and you never got to speak your part. You never got to defend yourself. You never got to say how you felt. You had to kind of let yourself be walked all over. You never got a chance to say how you feel. Sometimes this even happens when somebody passes away. Sometimes somebody will pass away in your life suddenly, and you will feel like you didn't have a chance to say goodbye, or you didn't have a chance to really say how much they meant to you or whatever. So this could be something else that might block your throat chakra. So you can do the same thing. You can write a loving, kind letter to them and say how much you miss them and how much they mean to you and the impact they had on your life. And same thing, you can release it by burning it, or ripping it up, throwing it away, or you can do the meditation. Sometimes it helps to actually say it out loud. You can close your eyes and imagine the person in front of you and actually speak out loud through your throat chakra, like how you feel, what you want to say and everything, and then imagine yourself cutting the cords. Or if it's more of a kind, pleasant energy, like someone that's passed and you want to be kind, you don't really have any beef with them, you can just imagine them floating up into the sky and turning into beautiful golden light, or angels carrying them away, or something like that. Whatever is best for you. So this is about using visualization and forgiveness to cut cords or to speak your truth. I feel like speaking your truth is really important for you right now. And there's people and situations that might have already passed, or that might have, they're not in your life anymore, or you don't want to speak to them. But you can still do it in the 5D, in meditation, or just in your room when no one's around, or through a letter that you burn. And so I'm not suggesting that you go out and you contact these people, or you right, you go talk to someone that's hurt you. I'm just saying, like, some people don't want to hear it, or they're not around to hear it, or it's not safe for you, and you can still handle that with like visualization. I'll never forget this one time in therapy where my therapist had me imagine somebody from my past sitting in front of me in a chair and just told me like to talk and like to say how I felt. And it was so cathartic and so healing, and like, it's crazy because I had already done meditations like that before, but actually speaking out loud to them as if they were there was super healing for me. So try that. Try whichever exercise works best. This seems to say it could help unblock your throat chakra. I also see a message for you about like freedom of speech being super important for you. Like, you might actually be somebody who's going to school or who's learning about speaking or like sound healing or like playing instruments or using frequency and sound to heal. Maybe you are in a band, or you're going to school for music, or you're learning music, or you're singing, or you're speaking, or you're in a speech class, or you're giving presentations. It seems like this is actually already really helping you if you're on that path. Some of you guys, your purpose is to use your voice to teach. Some of you guys here, not everybody, but there's a message about how this throat chakra thing and healing that is really going to help you because you are a teacher. And unblocking your throat chakra, a way to do that could be to teach others, to use your words to direct others, to use your words to help improve others. I used to actually be a coach for swimming. And I don't know, I think that helped me a lot, learn how to like build people up and how to be kind and how to use my words to direct people, and it helps make you stronger too. And so I feel like some of you guys have a purpose at being a teacher, and you're going to be using your throat chakra a lot. There's a couple more things coming out. These two cards are really similar. It's talking about another way to heal your throat chakra is just to allow yourself to talk or think about different possibilities you have in your life. Sometimes we get stuck thinking like everything's always going to be the same and I'm stuck in this situation, but this is reminding you to always be thinking about or talking about or considering the other possibilities you have around you, how life is limitless and you can create anything you want here. So I hope that this message resonated with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you later. Peace out.